And I was reading something this evening that gave me a word for that experience. This is in Buddhism, they call it Shenpa. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not. In Irish accent, that's how it reads. And it's describing that particular point where we recognize how we're pulled into something or how we're attached in something. That point is kind of like a tipping point where we can choose something else. We can choose what we give that, or we can choose that we don't give that. One of the clearest ways that I've understood that, and it's probably the most kind of black and white way that we can practice that, is around addictions. So when I was stopping smoking, so I had in my mind and in my heart, I don't want to smoke. Done with smoking, would really rather not smoke. But of course the cravings still happen. The particular times of the day, or the particular emotions or particular situations that would trigger that feeling of, oh, smoke would make this a lot better. Or it would just give me a break from it for 5 minutes. Yeah, loved that aspect. I loved just going outside. It was a way of just switching off for 5 minutes. I would have a smoke. People would usually not disturb me while I was doing that. And it gave me a kind of a space. Yeah. So then when I decided, oh, I don't want to smoke anymore, I had to find another way of addressing that. Yeah. So my way of addressing it was, I really don't want to smoke. If I continued to obey the initial feeling of go have a smoke, I'd still be smoking. I'd still be smoking and not want to be smoking. And we can recognize this kind of pattern in loads of different ways in our thinking world and in our feeling world. The different things that we do, or the different ways that we react when we're feeling something or thinking something that we don't want to think or feel. It's usually a feeling response of something that we're not at ease with, that we're not comfortable giving space to. And so we will have our way that we will distract from that, or shut it down, or push it away. And very often we'll have done that so automatically that we'll be at that space of not feeling it, that we won't even have really registered that that reaction was happening. And how this kind of plays out over time is that we can find ourselves getting caught in the same kind of spirals, getting caught in the same cul-de-sac of ourselves, and feeling powerless to change it. What is wrong with me? Why I can't change this? This isn't working for me. We can get very frustrated. We can get very hard on ourselves. And that particular point, that Shenpa, that's a critical point where if we allow ourselves to be at the unease of whatever we're feeling, we might be able to give ourselves another option with it. We might be able to give ourselves an option that's more successful for us. Because so much of these kinds of reactions, we learned them in childhood. Something was happening, we began feeling something, and it was uncomfortable or it was painful or whatever it was, we didn't want to feel that. And so we will find our distraction of how to not feel it.